You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone ought to suffer the penalty of exile. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people.
Aye, if that is what is needed.
I could not have imagined a better outcome. The village will surely prosper in Sir Ulrika's care.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good...
I ne'er thought the day would come when I'd be asked this time. I shan't allow a single soul to be lost. Harv will know peace.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Over here, if you please. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not...
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Always puts me at ease.
My legs are fair numb from walking about town.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Little happiness is all I ask of life.
Not much going on. Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
I wonder what rumors the Morrow has in store.
Tis a nice place, this. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and invest.
day.
A pleasant spot to lie away in afternoon.
Well met, sir.
For bread and board, you'll find none better. Do stop by again.
Never should have come here.
All this work and so few coin to show for it.
Last. Some peace and quiet.
Must we speak now, sir?
I ne'er thought this time. I shan't allow a single.
Now to report to Captain Brandt. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
No useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Would not be unwelcome for an ally here.
We fight. To arms!
Understood.
Well done.
Over here, if you would. It is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Not good enough!
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? Over here, if you please.
Let us be sure to use what we gather, lest it amount to no more than a weight in our packs.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind. This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
True enough. A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt?
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant. Now to report to Captain Brandt. Over here, if you would. I was unaware such a solution existed. I assume my own master must be none the wiser. I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
A fine place to...
Rattlers, Master!
Fire's fury shan't be evade against this foe.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest. Shall I tell you more?
What did you do to provoke it? 'Twas most unwise.
Do be mindful of your surroundings.
time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives... Allow me to alter our route, Master. By my calculations, this one will prove shorter.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Saurians! There!
Lightning is ineffective against this foe.
Well done. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I have a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Oh, glad...
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Let me get that.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Where ought we to go now?
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? Over here, if you would. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Right you are. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Now to report to Captain Brandt.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't say no.
We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pried from the agent is... I believe it is worthy of yet official dealings twixt... Fortunately for us, however, the agent is an entry permit, allowing... I doubt any would dare impede you. There is one other thing. An oracle who once served... This oracle. For indeed, 'twas by... The oracle knows much of the Arisen. You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
Pray, follow me.
You the Arisen? I've been Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting. You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May the... You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat to Tellers. Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
I ought to act a little more cheery.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it costs a lot. I've clean forgotten. Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford. What a pleasure to find peril on the road. This is something to be grateful for. Time to head home. Peril on the roads puts a strain.
All this quiet makes me itch to stir.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Tis a perilous journey I've had. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. Tell is, Maya's might can be harvested.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
But not at the expense of my beauty. Anything's better than this. Even the grave.
If I could, never leave. Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
haven't seen my husband in some time. You wouldn't happen to know what's become of him, would you, sir?
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you have...
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
You're here! You're here!
Loyalty's just another way to save it.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but only if you've the time and inclination, of course. As servants of the great... Yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parents, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered by chance. He was examined by a roaming man, claiming to... So, he was put into our care.
Can't I come with you?
Here he is. This young... We've been administering the medicine. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-well. But I suppose I ought not say such things, so... Come, come. We've medicine to...
Psst! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but it started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? And he told me he was feeling better. That he'd be well enough to... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors?
Delightful breeze.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by...
I've just had a... You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. Where ought we to go now?
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
You're here!
Nothing's coming to me, Master.
I fear I must attend to my prayers.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good. Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Troubles fester in the people's hearts.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected, and yet a part of me is afeared for them.
I must strive for a higher understanding.
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit. I'm going to go exploring.
So, the worst of us are taken, and none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists.
What about this reeks of a plot? Let us gather evidence that we might expose it.
Got something for me?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer. What about this reeks of a plot?
fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
Have I been forsaken?
I know so little of this world, and of myself.
Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business.
I know not why, but the words basement, sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Well said.
I'm at the end of my rope.
What am I supposed to do?
Never
May
should have
tomorrow
come.
be as uneventful as this harvest is a plentiful one.
Would that all my days were so short.
A generous heart.
If I could. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Must remember to dust the shelves.
I feel a bit out of place here.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
This is too much for me, I fear.
All's going dark.
Let's take it easy today.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Welcome. Well met.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad. to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Perchance. Do come again.
Well met, sir. Look.
Look as long as you please.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Go on, have a look.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Welcome. Somehow my feet always carry me.
Mayhap my faith is being tested.
I do hope not. I do hope not befalls Lubomir.
My days are spent in solemn reflection.
Let me get that.
Medicine? Now!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
We found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
Splendid.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour to get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand.
Are you here by appointment, perchance?
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? I have noticed that the abbess...
I fear I've much to attend to. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. Grant me but a sliver of thy guiding light.
Have I been forsaken?
Fear clouds my mind.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago. Fit as I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. You're back. Pray, tell me, what? You found... I don't like the sound of... Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must...
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in Rest Town. Master, idle chatter shan't do our cause any good.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person. I wavered between life and can't say as I missed that basement, mind. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state.
Elena? Ah, yes. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker, till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have... They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square, in the eastern part of the common quarter. And always a...
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Faye's nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we?
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phases. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
You're here!
Wonder if there's any this job there.
Would that I was kept half as busy as I once was.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Could barely drag my ass out of bed.
My interest in life.
Spirit. I wish I could go on an adventure.
Someone help me.
I've not left aught undone. I ill like it here. You're here!
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour. To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeed.
Oh, someone help me.
I need it. I need it. I need more medicine!
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat. What about this reeks of a plot? Let us gather evidence that we might expose it.
Pray, keep your voice low.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? Do you think... Could I... Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before. Pray, sir, do what you can. I'm...
May the heavens guide thee once more.
Ill like it here.
Just a short rest, then I'll be
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
How might I serve you, Arisen? You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Ma.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford. I don't want to...
No mercy! A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Right you are.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper, 'twas a royal library that was in a bid to pass the throne on to his own Alas, 'Twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear, what can we learn from this?
A profitable endeavor.
Looks like my luck's run out.
Let me get that.
That's quite enough. This doesn't sit well with me.
You will suffer for this.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
How to spend the day?
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. I don't like it here. I want to go home.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
What? Oh! 'Twas but a trick of the light.
Got more soil on me than an unwashed
I wanted me to my aid.
It's been a hard day.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
I should. Must be my I've got to get home. I can't stay here.
Let me think on this a moment.
So you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen?
Fancy a kick. But not at the expense of my duties.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I fear I've naught useful to share.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
I am deeply familiar with this region. You can count on monsters have set upon someone in the Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
My fate is sealed.
Goblins approach!
Our enemy's weakness.
Enough!
And to brighten my day, a tale or two.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit. I hope I've not left aught undone.
See myself. About.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
to do with myself today? Peril on the roads puts a strain. Peril on the road. I'm not sure what's best.
You wish me at the Vanguard? By all will. I've not much to say at the moment.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit. Seeing the captain always makes me nervous. Right, well, that's one of them. How might I be of side?
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Right?
Now, where was I bound again?
Seems my feet always lead me here.
Really scary? I've never seen one.
I sleep on my woes, mayhap.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
To press on. There's much to do.
Precious little
At
time.
your
Am I shedding? Maybe my winter coat growing in.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Need anything? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent due.
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die... early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Fancy my wares?
Complain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Go on, have a look.
Day beckons.
Once no good if you work yourself to death.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
How might I be of assistance?
Life is for the living, friend.
Lots to do.
This crowd's good medicine for my ringing ears.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
We meet again, sir. Do you recall that orb you gave me sometime? It turned out to be a forgery. Have you any idea? Forgive me, sir. I bear you no ill will. You did all you could on my behalf, I'm sure. However, if the deception were an intentional one, know that I would use whatever means necessary to bring you low.
Slim pickings of late.
Wishing there was someone to talk to.
Could it be aught befallen the Senate? If I cannot dissuade you from...
We have reached our destination.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Eh? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Suppose you're all right.
Who are you supposed to be? So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, you see, in my line of work, come. I trust old...
Follow my lead.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Whate'er 'tis you need, I can get it done. Whate'er 'tis you need, I can get it done. Hope to see you again.
That's not right. Ouch, that smarts. Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you... Now, I have a bit of business to attend. Any tidings to share?
What is it? What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate.
He ought to be finished by now. Come. You have done your... My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should.
A shocking development. I hadn't known things could go so very differently here.
Now that is a surprise.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, interesting. Well, yes, naturally I'll need a bit of time with it.
Suppose I'm tired.
What is it? I've not... What is it? I've not had the time to look into that mixture of yours yet.
Barely drag my ass out of bed.
Suppose I better get to work.
Only fools and
My
earthly
feet
fools
won't
to
take
take
me
on.
here.
Suppose I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
This is like trouble.
Politics this morning.
Am I losing my touch?
Living's hard, but dreams are free. Can't say I've any tidings.
Head will roll if horse goes awry. Tomorrow will be no different.
Where are you going?
Maybe I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed. Peruse at your leisure.
There's no easy thing. Making a living as a soldier.
Polished it this morning.
Easy work.
One must take pride in their child.
Suppose I'm tired.
I'm tired of raking my baby someone else.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well, hello there. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border. Do you come again?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
I'm not sure I can handle this. Almost nodded off for a moment there.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see. The truth for yourself.